All right, Breech, give us the days and the matchups.
Guess who's kicking off the divisional round?
Better be the the Patriots. Better be the Bengals.
The Cincinnati Bengals in their famous 4:30 p.m. Eastern time slot
and
on
under center,
Saturday.
the Tennessee Titans, Jerome Boger.
No, that's not true.
They actually did announce the officiating crews today. I don't remember who the Bengals got.
Boger got kicked off.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's definitely not Boger.
I was thinking he was playing quarterback for the Titans.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you the officiating crews here in a second. Yep, Bengals Titans 4:30 p.m. on CBS Saturday. Saturday night, 49ers at Packers, 8:15 on Fox. And that one could be about 15 degrees. We talked about that a little bit. The one we didn't know until the Monday night game was over is that the Rams are now headed to Tampa Bay, where they beat the Bucs earlier this year. They won in Tampa Bay last year.
Ooh,
and that game is at 3 p.m. on NBC because the schedule's switched up a little bit for the past 2 years. Those Sunday divisional games have been moved to the later times. And then Bills Chiefs Sunday night, 6:30 CBS.
I mean, I got to say, I know that the wildcard round was not as desirable as people were hoping it would be with the super action and all these games over the course of 3 days. These are 4 really, really good divisional round games.
And if you need any convincing, just look at the spreads. They're all 4 or less, 4.5 or less.
5.5 or less. The Packers
are 5.5. I would guess that comes down a little bit more.
But the other 3 are under 3.5. So you have, I mean, they're all under 6, which is
San Francisco is higher in DVOA than Green Bay.
Well, and then real quick, I'll give you the officials. Cleep Blakeman's crew is on Bengals Titans, Ron Torbert on 49ers Packers, Sean Hockley on Rams Buccaneers, and John Hussey on Bills Chiefs.
Also, the other thing they do with these officials, which doesn't really make any sense, is these crews work the entire regular season together.
So dumb.
And then they split them up and put them with new people. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, because they individually grade each of the officials, and then they keep a couple of them together, and then they bring in a bunch of randos, and then that's like basically playing a Pro Bowl game and being upset that you don't win. You don't win the division. Yeah, you don't know each other. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's crazy. So Rams, man, I mean, I think, and I'm biased because I bet it, but if you were insane enough to bet 49ers Bengals Super Bowl matchup, you got the best possible draw you could ask for. Like, I don't want the Bengals playing the Bills or the Chiefs in. I don't want them to beat both of them because I don't think.
What are those odds?
85-1.
85.
Yeah.
And then what is like the extreme? Like what's Packers Bills or Packers Chiefs or something?
Like 7-1 or something.
Okay. Yeah. No,
85-1 is pretty deep.
That's not actually throwing away your money. Typically, I say you're just throwing away your $10 or whatever. 85-1 with those, that feels like you're actually getting some value.
Like if the Bengals beat the Titans, and they might not. That line went from 2.5 to 3.5. Titans could totally win that game with the Larry Ogunjobi on IR on Monday. Derrick Henry back. Titans could easily roll in that game. But I mean, the
Breech will be there.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals won. I wouldn't be surprised if every single underdog in these 4 games won. Ooh, what does that parlay pay?
That would be an interesting one.
That's like
the Bengals, Bills, Rams, and 49ers winning is not crazy at all.
What about plus 300? Is that?
Oh, hell no. It's going to be like
lower?
25-1?
Really?
All 4 underdogs winning?
But they're so close.
The last time that
4-game parlay.
All 4 games in the divisional round had a point spread of under 7 points. So this is rare because the lowest point spread here is 5.5. So that's crazy. But the last time all 4 were just under 7 was 2003.
Wow.
And the favorite teams went 2-2, and 2 of the 4 games went to overtime.
How'd the underdogs do?
Stephen Brown is correct, by the way. 35-1.
Dang.
I bet that right now.
That was a joke, Breech.
I got it. Because 2
I
and 2.
I was slightly off with the 3-1 there.
Yeah, just a touch off.
These teams are so tight, though. I feel like a bunch of just pick'ems.
That's what I'm saying. All 4 dogs winning probably going to happen. It's not that crazy.
All right, here we go. The last time it was this close point spreads was 1988, which coincidentally was a divisional round that also included the Bills, the 49ers, the Bengals, and what the Titans were back in, then the Oilers. So we have 4 of the same 8 teams.
You said the 49ers, right? Because they won the Super Bowl that year?
Yeah, they played the Bengals in the Super Bowl that year.
That Tim Crumry Super Bowl?
That was where he broke his leg.
Yeah.
O Plus points out in the comments that the Niners and Bucs injuries might be an issue. You're not wrong.
Who's hurt on the Niners?
Well, it
Fred
was
Warner. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa are dealing with.
He's going to play, and then Joe.
But he's got an ankle injury, and even if you're out there, it's a little rough. And Jimmy Garoppolo's got the shoulder sprain, plus the thumb injury, plus playing in 15 degrees. Your injuries don't feel good.
Well,
and I know everyone's talking about the Bills-Chiefs divisional round, but do not forget that the Titans-Bengals want to combine 3-0 this year against the Bills and Chiefs.
Okay, I won't forget that.
Don't forget.
Jimmy G played at Eastern, wherever. Where'd he go? Eastern
Illinois. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not an issue. And by the way, his shoulder hurting, maybe he's better than he would be throwing airmail on those passes, interceptions. I don't think that's an issue either. The other issue, the Bosa Warner thing are legit.
No, Bosa's concussion. So we'll see what happens with that. That's TBD.
And they play Saturday, which is definitely a negative because that's one less day.
Sure.
To recover.
But Warner tweeted he's going to be fine, or indicated he would be fine. If Warner
Breech trying to manufacture storylines.
No, I'm saying it's an ankle injury. If he's not 100%, that's an issue. He can be on the field.
Breech MZ.
You're not tweeting that if you don't feel like you're going. But
no, I think he is going to play. I'm saying if he's playing at 90% versus being 100%, that's a big difference, especially when you're going against the Packers offense.
Everyone's
TMB
right now.
20-mile breach.
I'm at like 75% right now.
On what? High?
Just my body's at 75%. I mean, it's like NFL players are definitely not at 90%. No NFL players at 90%. Everyone's at like 60%. And you just need 22 guys.
Brinson, we're not talking about your blood alcohol level. Is that really at 75%?
It's funny that the one guy who's the son of an NFL player is like, if you're not at 99% going into the divisional round.
Well, this is the guy who got concussed while throwing a fake punt touchdown that there are no records of. So he's fine.
Yeah, I just bet that 4-dog parlay. Yeah, Claire G points out in the chat as well. Hit the like button if you're watching the chat. A 49ers Bengals Super Bowl is absolute worst case for this podcast and Ryan Wilson.
That's where we kick Wilson off the podcast. Because it's just me and Brinson for 2 straight weeks.
Yeah, I bet the matchup. Breech has got the Bengals at the Super Bowl. I picked the 49ers to win the Super Bowl before the season.
Well, but also, that being said, the 49ers are probably the last team that Bengals want to see because it's like every time we get to the freaking Super Bowl, we're playing the 49ers. They've already played each other twice. I believe that would be the first time 2 teams have met 3 times in the Super Bowl. Yeah, so it would be not an ideal matchup, but you're in the Super Bowl, so who cares?
I would say that's the
best. That overshadows
the best possible matchup you can get out of the NFC.